The builder has to literally complete the entire structure.
Got it.
Right? The buyers will release the entire funds.
Okay.
Right? Builder will amass the fund and leave.
He will leave.
He will leave.
Okay.
He will say that I've incurred losses, this happened, that happened, I won't be able to complete this project.
My God. Okay.
Yeah. There are multiple angles, to the home loan and CIBIL score and such.
Just a couple of days back, you were sharing some very interesting stories from a builder's perspective.
Absolutely.
So
it's a funny thing.
It's funny, but it's going to ruin so many lives.
Absolutely. Next level.
Yeah.
I mean, it has ruined so many lives here in Bangalore, especially.
So from a builder's perspective, what should a consumer be looking at?
Right. So whenever you go for A-grade builders, like, you understand when I say A-grade builders.
Right.
Generally, consumers do not have any challenge except the price.
Okay.
All these A-grade builders charge a bomb just for a 2 BHK or a 3 BHK. They'll charge 1.25, 1.5, 2 CR, up to close to 2 CR. Right. So not everybody can afford this kind of pricing.
Correct.
A-grade builders.
Right. I'd assume only
Absolutely.
5 or 10% of the population goes to them.
Right. No.
Right.
Now then there are, the next set of consumer that comes into picture.
Right.
Who also wants to afford a housing.
Right.
But at a lesser price.
Correct.
Right. Who will go to all these B grade or C grade builders.
Right.
Okay. Generally the concept with all these B grade or C grade builders, they generally do a joint venture.
Okay.
A grade always acquires the land.
Okay.
The land also belongs to them. They would have acquired it.
Correct.
Then developed it.
Right.
Then they would have sold all the flats. With your B grade or C grade, they never acquire the land.
Okay.
They always do a joint venture with the landowner.
Okay.
Now, when a joint venture happens, generally, setting aside all the nitty-gritties, the generic format is if the construction is 100 flats, 50 belongs to the landowner, 50 belongs to the builder.
Correct.
Now, the builder share is only 50 flats.
Correct.
Which he has to sell. The other 50 belongs to the landowner.
Correct.
Right? Now, let's assume the contract is executed between the builder and the joint venture. The builder comes up with the 3D modeling of the entire project and starts selling, starts marketing. That's how he raises funds. No?
Correct.
One, he would have taken a project loan from the bank.
Yes.
Second, he will start raising funds from the prospective buyers.
Correct.
Okay, he would have been selling 2 BHKs, 3 BHKs at a very low price, maybe 50 lakh, 60 lakh rupees. Right? Once the foundation is done, he will start accepting the bookings. Once he starts accepting bookings, he will have a slab-wise payments that has to come from all the buyers, prospective buyers. Okay. Now, what most of these prospective buyers do is they go to a bank, apply for a loan for this particular project, and mortgage a future house. Now, the house is not there; it's only the structure that is getting erected. Mortgage the future house. And get a loan. Right. The loan also, they'll not immediately get the entire funds. The funds will get released in slabs.
Right.
They'll keep giving the slab-wise payments to the builder. Builder will also keep erecting the structure. Everything is going fantastic. Right? Now there comes a point where let's assume some 50 to 60% of the construction would have been done. That means the entire structure is ready. It's only the walls that needs to be erected and complete the entire structure, complete the houses. So that I wouldn't say 50-60%, I would say only 40 to 50%.
Right.
That during that period, the slab-wise payments from the buyers also will come in full.
Right.
They'll also pressurize the banks to release the full amount because the builder has to literally complete the entire structure.
Got it.
Right. The buyers will release the entire funds.
Okay.
Right. Builder will amass the fund and leave.
He will leave.
He will leave.
Okay.
He will say that I've incurred losses, this happened, that happened, I won't be able to complete this project.
My God. Okay.
Yeah. Now who is stuck? Buyers are stuck.
Correct.
Landowner is stuck.
Yes.
Builder is enjoying, maybe in Dubai or Maldives, the funds that he has amassed from all the buyers.
Right.
Right. Now what specifically happens here is, over a period, the buyer is totally disgruntled because he gets that feeling that now he has to go to court.
Yes.
Even if he goes to court, the builder will not complete the project. That's very clear. He will
even with all the RERA and everything.
Everything, he'll clearly plead in front of the court that I don't have money. to complete the project. I require money, I have to raise funds. Bank is not giving me money. Whatever that I have raised from all the buyers is gone into the construction itself. It's done. Maybe one criminal petition would be done or criminal filing will happen, but that also goes on forever.
Right. It's difficult to prove or whatever.
They have to incriminate this guy. That takes really long time in an Indian legal scenario.
Correct.
Right? Now the buyer is terribly stuck.
Right.
Because he has a bank loan to clear for next 15-20 years.
And he doesn't have a home.
He doesn't have a house.
My God.
What instinctively what one would do? He'll stop paying the bank instinctively because he's not getting a house.
Yeah.
He'll think that bank will anyway go after the house.
Right.
Because it has been mortgaged.
Yeah.
But for banks, there's no house to go after.
There's only some pillars and slabs.
Some structures, pillars and slabs.
Right.
And there are multiple banks that are involved because there are so many, there are 50 houses.
Right.
Right? Or maybe 100 houses. You would have sold landowner's share also. God knows. That would have also happened.
Has that happened?
I feel so. I mean, that would have also happened in such cases. I hasn't seen. So, bank is defrauded. Now, in this case, what really happens is bank will go against the borrower. Borrower's the entire episode gets his financial transaction or the loan transaction gets reported to his CIBIL report or your credit report.
But what are you supposed to do as a consumer at this point?
I mean, it's a huge, it's sort of a trap. It's a huge trap. From a banker's perspective, the consumer has to pay the bank.
Correct.
Irrespective of this, whether this guy gets the house or not. Bankers are least bothered because they have to recover their funds.
Correct.
So, consumer is disgruntled because he's not getting his home.
And he has to pay a loan.
He will not pay. That's instinctive, no? He'll not pay. He'll say that you do whatever. But in the process, his credit report gets screwed next time. And in this lifetime for this guy, that particular borrower will never get a
loan again.
That is done.
He's out of the institutional loan system.
100%. Straightforward.
I mean, what do you do as a consumer when you have something like this happen?
I mean, it's a major trap. Either he has to pay back the bank and get out of the loop and go against the builder.
You can't get a stay order or something from the court?
Against the bank?
Yeah.
Impossible because it's a public fund, no?
Right.
And bank has rightfully given him money, no?
Right.
Now, what stay order do you think he can get against the bank?
So, all of this, and the builder will not be held accountable, of course.
He will be held accountable via courts, but it will take its own time. That's what I'm trying to say.
And during that
they
time,
understand the whole process. They also have a lawyer who will keep fighting.
And during that time, builder can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he's just going. He's just scot-free. That's it. Absolutely.
So what do you
might be planning another episode, similar episode.
So basically enjoy till the funds run out and then do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what happens.
So what are you supposed to look at then if you're a homeowner? I mean, who wants to actually if you're taking
I would suggest if you're going for a B grade or C grade builder, go for a completed project.
Okay.
This is a period thing. Don't go for a project that is getting erected.
Okay.
That is just getting started. You just had a look at the 3D view of the house, entire thing, and not the real view.
Right.
Don't go for it. So there is.
I have heard these stories.
Yeah.
Where they say that if you go for completed project, it'll be more expensive and all of that.
Right. Rather be expensive than not having a home at all. This is more expensive. You would have paid 50-60 lakhs. You would have there's a loan on your head.
I mean, do you have any real stories of cases like this you're handling?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, without naming the builders or the persons, can you just explain some of them what has happened and what's going on?
I mean, just exactly like how I explained. This has happened with one of our banks also.
Okay.
Similar story. There are multiple buyers who are stuck with the builder because of the similar reason. Because the builder is just absconding. Not completing the project. Buyers stuck because they don't have any home to move and they have to pay the loan. Bank is behind them and their entire credit profile is screwed because of this housing loan. They are unable to get another loan.
My God.
So their entire financial prospect goes down the drain. So imagine if you are a business guy And if you get stuck in this kind of scenario, you won't get a business loan. You won't be able to expand your operations, nothing. Nobody will give you a loan unless you clear that housing loan. If you try to clear that housing loan, that can have a major impact on your business, because
that's a lot of funds.
Which is a lot of funds that you are diverting from your business.
So what do you do? So as you said, make sure you at least, at the very least, take a completed project.
Prevention is better than the later cure in these kind of cases, because the exposure will be on the higher side. You will end up with a 50 lakh or a 60 lakh on your head as a loan.
Right.
So prevention is always better. If you are going for a B grade or a C grade builder, always buy a finished houses.